Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Shema. Boop boop. Welcome to Help Me Out. Okay, so this is Pretty Girl Problems Part 2. Okay, Pretty Girl Problems Part 2. So, one of the other issues with being a pretty girl, beautiful woman, connected to powerful men. Okay, I didn't share this with you guys, but I think I'm ready to share it now. I had a little bit of PTSD from it. Um, Pretty girls, beautiful women tend to suffer from some sort of PTSD, post traumatic stress disorder. Okay. Um, and I'm going to tell you why. And beautiful women, pretty women, if you have experienced this and you know what I'm talking about, please type it in below. Please type it in below. What was your experience? What happened? How did you get past it? And how long did it take you to get past it? PTSD, beautiful women. Okay. So, if you listen to my other video, Pretty Girl Problems Part 1, I talked about it's hard for us to get condos or apartments, um, not financial wise, but because people, you attract looks. Your presence, your look, it attracts looks. It attracts looks, people. And the guy is always going to figure out, and sometimes it could be a female, but how to make their way to your place, to your door. Okay. Um, I've had guys show up at my door, knock to use my phone. And then they ask me if I have a man, and I say, yeah. They say, well, why don't I ever see him come over? I have had, this is the one that really gave me the PTSD. Okay. And it is that after I got divorced. I was married for 10 years and I got divorced in 2017. It was finalized in 2018. Okay. And so I had, I miss my house. I had this huge, beautiful 5,000 square foot, 6 bedroom house. I called it my mini mansion. And so I got divorced, left the house, left everything. I just wanted out. And I went and got the smaller home. It was still a 5 bedroom, 2 story, beautiful home. But I rented that home. And I got it through a company, Remax. Remax. Okay. And I'm going to tell this story to you guys, um, just so you understand when you're renting from other people, even if it's a huge name like Remax. Okay. So I was staying in this little city called Hutto, Texas, off this street called Conway. And I rented it from Remax, and I went to the Remax office in Round Rock, Texas, and I go to sign my lease and everything. And the guy is nice, Caucasian guy, a little taller than me, kind of stocky. Reminds you of the old Dallas, Texas, the old Dallas show in the 80s, 70s, 80s, a show called Dallas. And I don't want to say a redneck, but like the cow, the big cattle guys that ran the whole ranch and they owned it, and all of that. Anyhow, so I did not know he was attracted to me. I so didn't know he was attracted to me. Okay. Maybe because I'm not into Caucasian men and I've never really dated them or nothing. It's just a preference thing, personal preference. I just, I prefer my black brothers, my men, a little Puerto Rican and black, or a little, hey, Anyhow, beautiful women problems, pretty girl problems. Um, PTSD. So, needed repairs, a couple of repairs, something small done, call into the maintenance. Next thing I know, I get a knock at the door. It was around 5 o'clock, and I'm like, who's knocking at my door at 5, 6 o'clock at night in the evening? Well, it was the leasing guy. His name is Lindken, and I'm ready now to say his name. Okay, his name is Glenn King. And so I I'm like, what, he was like, well, did you need something? And he had never come to the house. He always sent a maintenance guy. The maintenance man always came. But this time it wasn't the maintenance man. And so, okay, I'm like, well, yeah. So I go in the garage to show him what, or something. And the garage is up open, and I'm walking out. All of a sudden, this man grabs me like by the waist and has me tight towards. Now, this guy's bigger than me. He's bigger than me, and he's holding me so tight. And then he starts rubbing up my back, and then he says, nice. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm thinking, oh, what the hell that mean? What in the world is happening right now? I can laugh now, okay? And so I kind of got out of his arms. And so walking down the hallway to the back door, to fix something on the back door. Well, before I could even get to the living room where I had a client, I had one of my special needs clients with me, she's pretty high level functioning though. And so she was laying down on the sofa just resting. Well, this man, he was behind me and he was following me to the back door. He grabs me and I couldn't get him off of me. And he starts taking me down. But as soon as he's taking me down and I'm struggling with him, we get to the living room area where my client was. And when he saw my client there, he let me go. So there's no doubt in my mind that this man was going to rape me, or me. However they say on YouTube, they want you to use alphabets now, abbreviations. And so it was my client being there that stopped it. That saved me from that. So after the whole situation was over, you know, I, and he, oh, after that was over, hold on. Let me finish. So then, so then, after that, the next night or night or two, he showed up at my door at 9 o'clock at night, banging on my door, banging on my front door, banging on my front door. And I called my brother, my stepbrother, Desmond, and I told him I have to move. I have to move now because he has a key to my house because it's Remax. It's the management company of the house. He has a key to my house. So, my brother, I was like, I need to borrow some money. I have to do an emergency move. And he sent me the money. I moved that fast. Because he came back like 2 more nights banging on my door at night trying to get it. And I'm like, something is wrong. I couldn't even sleep no more. I couldn't sleep in that house. I couldn't. Pretty girl problems. Beautiful woman problems because I couldn't even tell the guy was attracted to me. Okay. Pretty girl problems. My daughter going to college. She just graduated in 2023. And so she calls me one night just nervous and just frantic. And I'm like, what's wrong, baby? What's wrong? And she says, I finished braiding my hair. I went to get some food. On my way back to my dorm, I saw this guy. It was like midnight though. And he was standing by a tree acting like he was walking. We walked different directions. But she said, I started getting close to my door, and when I turned around, he was sprinting towards me, trying to catch me. And she said, I took off running, and I got to my dorm room and got in and slammed the door. When I slammed the door, he made it to the door, and he slapped the door. I said, okay, that was incident 1. Incident 2. My daughter came home from college for the holidays. No, I'm sorry, Thanksgiving, Christmas. And she comes home and she's like, Mom, what's wrong? What's wrong, girl? What's wrong? She went to HEB to get some gas that they had shut down. So she had to go to Walmart gas station. But while she was at HEB gas station, there was a car there. They were trying to get gas too. So she left, and she got to Walmart, and that same car was at Walmart with her, and she thinking, oh well, they couldn't get gas, so they just came over here too, like everybody else have to come here to get the gas. Well, she pumping her gas, but noticed the dude never got out, so she peeks around the pump. He's sitting over there with his door open, jacking off, looking at my daughter. And she got so scared. She called her friend and she was like, stay on the phone with me. And she told him, and she got in the car and pulled off and came home. And that's why I bought her all kinds of security weapons. She got a whole battle duffel bag. But that's PTSD for my daughter. That's PTSD for beautiful women that have to experience this, because I can tell you she didn't go back to her dorm for months. She was afraid to be alone. Even when she came home after college, for the holidays, she wouldn't want to leave. I had to go outside to look, stand while she got in her car. I had to come outside when she got home, and I would stand outside and while she got out of her car to come in the house. Every time, my daughter had PTSD, and she still has that. She went to a gas station, came home, some dude followed her from the gas station trying to holler at her. And he didn't see nothing wrong with that. So again, men in powerful positions, they want what they want. Not saying, well, I'm referring to the owner of Remax. So when I called to file a complaint with Remax on Remax, and I wanted to see who was the corporate, how do I contact corporate? They told me there was no corporate. Each person buys into Remax. They're the owner. Their name's connected, but you have to talk to the owner of that particular, which was the person who tried to assault me. Lindken at Remax in Round Rock, Texas. And his poor little wife, he was married. Wife just sit at the office behind the desk with her little puggy dog under the table. And I'm sure she's used to having complaints or hearing things about her husband cheating or possibly even assaulting other women, maybe even tenants that have rented homes from him. So, that is a beautiful woman problem. And again, I don't feel comfortable even going to get an apartment or a condo. So beautiful women, don't think that it's easy. Please don't think that it's a walk in the park. And I just did a podcast a minute ago. And on this podcast, we were talking about, Lisa Ray and Vivica Fox looking for a man or wanting a man at their age and wanting only a wealthy, rich man. And when they understand what comes with a wealthy, rich man. They understand, they've lived that lifestyle for quite some time. But people who have not lived that lifestyle, I haven't lived that lifestyle on a celebrity status because my life wasn't in the public. It was all private, but I had the same lifestyle. The lifestyle that comes with an OG. The lifestyle that comes growing up around the mafia. The lifestyle that comes with being with the Don Juan or of Las Vegas, or and it could be said the same for New York. Whoever the top Don Juan is in New York, whoever the top Don Juan is in Chicago, whoever the top OG is in LA, whoever the top OG is in Houston, whatever women are connected to those men, our experiences are the same. Whether we're being shown in a celebrity status on TV or not. It is people, things happen. And anytime you riding with a man, that's making decisions and making bold moves and taking risks, and on that hype of being the king of the tower, um, stuff comes with that, y'all. Um, yeah, but all these years, I just finally got that off my chest, and that feels wonderful to do. And so, yeah, y'all. My daughter had to deal with PTSD, and men, be gentle with beautiful women. Don't think that they're all stuck up and their noses is all up in the air. We are very humble people, and we have a reason to be humble. We have a reason to walk a certain way. If that beautiful woman is mature in the head and understands how to protect herself and her children and, that kind of stuff. But yeah, y'all purchase my book, What Future Me Told Past Me. Mm-hmm. Go get it in English and Spanish. The website and the links are below. It has work pages in here, work pages that you can work on, answer your questions, and work out all those problems that's up here, that's in your heart, that's doing all that. Get a makeup bag, because I know you like my makeup. Y'all like my makeup? Let me give you this good look. Hey, you like my makeup? Mm-hmm. 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 It is all in my makeup bag. Who am I? Who am I? Mm-hmm. And it's on the other side too. This is my little makeup bag. Who am I? And all my goodies are in here. So go to my website and get your makeup bag and get you a journal and some more good stuff. Some candles on there. Light your candle. Read your book. Meditate on the Word of God. Let Him use this to help you move forward to where you're trying to be and where you're trying to go in life. I promise you. So, until next time, y'all. See you on the next.